friends, it's Liv and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I am bringing you guys my July TBR. If you guys don't know, July is my favorite month because it is actually my birthday month. I am turning 22 on the 15th and I could not be more excited. I'm not personally much of a Taylor Swift fan, but I might be jamming out to a little bit of T-Swizzle that day. I feel like it's personally a rite of passage and something that just it has to happen. So with my TBR, I do have 7 books here today for you guys that I am going to talk about. A few of them are part of the same different series that I am currently trying to get through. So we're keeping it consistent. It's gonna be a great month. I can feel it. I am slowly but surely pulling myself out of this reading slump I've been in for the past few months. But lately, all I've wanted to do is read. So I feel like a phoenix emerging from the flames. I do have these 7 books here for you guys. Lucky number 7 for month number 7. So if you'd like to know what books I am hoping to get to this month, then just keep on watching. So the first book I have here for you guys is one that I've mentioned in a few videos before because I have been trying to read this for months now, but it is Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. This is the first in what is going to be a 4-book series, which is her very first adult series. It is an adult urban fantasy about basically a supernatural murder mystery. It is up to our main character Bryce, who is half fae, to team up with handsome fallen angel Hunt Athalar to try to solve the murder case. Who done it, and will they do it again? I have heard nothing but good things about this book. It is kind of hard to get through and get into, which is where I'm struggling at the moment. I am about 100 pages in from when it first came out back in March. But I've been told that once you get past kind of all the info dumpy stuff, this book picks up, it shifts, it twists and turns, and I've heard it is amazing from some of my friends who are Sarah J. Maas fans. They have said that this is now actually their favorite book of all time, so I'm holding them to that. I do have very high hopes for this once I get into it, and I think I'm going to love it. Keeping up with the Sarah J. Maas train, I do have 2 more of her books that I am hoping to get to this month. They are also kind of chunkers, but it is A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Wings and Ruin, which are books 2 and 3 to A Court of Thorns and Roses. If you guys don't know, A Court of Thorns and Roses is essentially a Beauty and the Beast retelling following our main character Feyre. Feyre is out hunting in the woods one day when she comes across a wolf, and when she kills it, she learns that the wolf was actually a member of the Fae, and as recompense for the life that was stolen, Feyre does have to go and live out the rest of her days in the realm of the Fae with a high lord named Tamlin. A Court of Mist and Fury, I have heard, is more of a Hades and Persephone retelling, which I am ecstatic to finally get to read this and see what it's about. Personally, I don't read a lot of Greek mythology retellings. I don't really encounter many of them, the ones that aren't Percy Jackson anyways. So getting to read another one, and one that's all about the Fae, is something that I think is going to be incredible. This is another book that a lot of my friends have actually said is like their favorite book of all time, if not in their top like 3 to 5. So this is of course a book that I have very high hopes for. I really liked the first Court of Thorns and Roses book. It took me forever to get into it. I don't know, maybe just like wrapping my mind around the fact that it's a Sarah J. Maas book that isn't Throne of Glass, but once A Court of Thorns and Roses picked up, I loved it. So yes, very high hopes for this one. I'm hoping I can get through this fairly quickly to then move on to this one, because again, these are chunkers, and I would love to get these finished and also read the 4th one, which is A Court of Frost and Starlight 4A. The 5th book comes out, A Court of Silver Flames. The title was just announced for that. And also before the covers officially change, I don't know if you've seen them, but I will leave a picture right here of the new ACOTAR covers. They're horrible. I believe it was announced that the 5th book would actually be one of these covers. I am so hoping that's true. I personally hate mid-series cover changes just because then there's no way to keep consistent with all the books and have all of your books match unless you were to go back, repurchase the ones that you'd already read, and then unhaul the old covers. And let's face it, these covers are gorgeous. So publishers and cover artists out there, if you're watching this, please stick with these. I'm begging you. Next up, I do want to talk about a series and an author that is new to me as a reader, and the next book I have here is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I've actually never read a Marissa Meyer book before, despite owning what I believe are the majority of like her series. I have the first book in the Lunar Chronicles, which is Cinder. I have read the first couple chapters in that and I really liked it, but it was just another one that I just kind of put down after a while and never really picked back up. I also do have Heartless, which sounds awesome and I would love to read that someday, but I have also come to the conclusion that I don't think I have ever read a superhero book before, which blows my mind. If you don't know, this is about superheroes and supervillains. Yes, it does sound that epic, and I know Emma Books absolutely raves over the first two books in the series. I think she absolutely just loved them. So I'm taking her feedback to heart and hoping that this is going to be one that's really on top of my list. If you guys don't know, I absolutely love like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love the DC Arrowverse. Superhero stuff is right up my alley, so combining my two main loves of superheroes and books, I think is going to be wonderful, and so I of course have extremely high hopes for this one. So books 5 and 6 that I have here for you guys are another set of books from the same series that I have been working my way through, but they are books 3 and 4 to the Disney Kingdom Keepers series by Ridley Pearson. The Disney Kingdom Keepers follows our main character Finn and his friends who have been chosen to be Disney interactive hosts, which are essentially holographic guides to guide you and your family around Disney World and ensure that you have the best day possible. Finn and his friends have become kind of celebrities around Florida for being these interactive host guides. However, something in the server has gone wrong, and at night when the Kingdom Keepers go to bed, they wake up in the park where the characters are free to walk around at night. The Kingdom Keepers are the only ones who can actually see these characters walking around, and they're a group of Disney villains who call themselves the Overtakers, who plan on taking over the park, essentially the world thereafter, and essentially using their magic to bring ruin. So it is up to Finn and his friends to stop the mayhem and keep the Overtakers from taken over. I first read the first 3 books in the series, I want to say, when I was in middle school. I started this book, but I don't think I ever finished it. So it has been years and years, and it's been bugging me forever that I have never finished the series because I liked these a lot. And I do have to say, these have really been helping me get out of said reading slump. I read the first 2 in just a couple days, so I'm hoping to soon start the 3rd one, fly through it, hopefully also fly through the 4th one. They're so fast-paced, the writing is so like simple, these characters are so lovable, and it's so intriguing and interesting. If you are a Disney fan who has not read these yet, but might be a good addition to your collection, I highly encourage you to give them a try. And last but certainly not least, I do want to talk about a book that I recently got on ebook, and it is Havenfall by Sarah Holland. Havenfall does follow our main character Maddie, who helps her uncle run this inn called Havenfall in Colorado, which is essentially a doorway to all of the surrounding worlds. However, when something goes awry, there's a body that shows up in Havenfall. Her uncle is injured, and it is up to Maddie to kind of keep the safety and the peace in Havenfall and prevent it all from coming into ruin. Sarah Holland is another new to me author, but she's one that I've had my eye on forever. I have been eyeing Everless in bookstores for like 2 years now. I think it sounds really good. Sarah Holland is another author that her books just seem like the ones that can help you get out of reading slumps. I could be wrong in saying that because of course I have not read anything she's written, but there's just something about her books that give me that vibe. So I'm feeling good about this one. The cover is of course stunning. Like, can we just admire this for a second? It is so beautiful. I love the color scheme and just everything about it, the design, the illustration, just beautiful. So this is of course one that I'm very excited to get to, and hopefully I'm gonna love it. Alright, so there you have it guys. That was my July TBR. I think I've got some good stuff in here. Again, lucky number 7 for lucky month number 7, birthday month. I am so excited. This month's gonna be so fun. I've got some great things planned. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below, what book are you most excited to read in July? I really want to know. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already by hitting that button down below. And thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.